Hello and welcome back to another video. It's me, Light Spiller. I wanted to do an update on being torn with my collection. I got an overwhelming response, probably one of the most commented videos that I've had out of almost, I think, over 200 videos that I've done, almost 300 videos. That and a few other videos have gotten some heavy comments, but over the last year, this probably was my most commented video in a long time. It was just surprising to me to hear everybody's opinion about it. I'm very open. I'm very welcome to the idea of other people's opinions and what they think I should or shouldn't do, what I think I should keep. The one that I was surprised the most that a lot of people wanted me to keep was the TurboGrafx 16. I mean, it was probably the one that I was given the most suggestions what I should do. Get the emulator, get the little chip that I saw on CJR's channel. I thought about getting that a while back, but for me, the problem is I'm always getting games. So at that time when I think about it, it's like, I think it's like $50 to $70 or something like that. And I mean, the good thing is it has the games, you know, where you can just load them and play them and do the emulation thing. But also, excuse me, at the same time, the real thing that I started to deal with is what will I do with this collection? Why do I want to keep this collection? What is really piquing my interest? So let me go ahead and show you what I decided to do. Alright, so after doing the video torn with my collection, I decided to go through my collection, kind of do a real evaluation of what I wanted to keep versus what I wanted to get rid of. Because I got a lot of stuff that's just sitting here in excess and it's just not doing anything for me. But let me show you the games that I got that are going to the bin, basically. These are my Xbox games, my Xbox system. For you Xbox lovers, I know it's going to be a hard departure, but it's my system with 3 controllers. Then we got my Genesis. We got some pretty good games in there. And my GameCube, which I've already sold the controllers, the plug-ins and everything, games. The one that's going to probably be the biggest departure is my TurboGrafx 16. And like I was saying, it's mainly due to the fact that I don't have a big library. I've had this for like 3 years. I've only managed to pick up a total of 4 games. So I just said it was time. And these are some PS2 games that I just decided that I was just going to let go of, that I'm not playing, and I don't have no interest in playing. I played them. I've already played all these games, but they didn't pique my interest. So that's it. Alright, as you can see out of that clip that I went on and posted, I went on and got rid of my Xbox, the original, and I got rid of the Xbox games, the original stuff that is not backwards compatible for the 360, but everything else, I kept it. I probably still got about 30-40 original Xbox games because they're all still backwards compatible. I went ahead and compiled them out of a list. And then my Sega Genesis, what I did with that is I sold off like a lot of the sports titles that I still had, because I ended up getting some box games, but they were still sports titles. I kept the ones that I found of interest to me. You know, I got rid of some of them of value, and then I also got rid of my GameCube. But I just had, at this point, only had the console, and then the TurboGrafx 16, which was a hard one to get rid of, but I did. I went ahead and did that. But to bring everything back into full circle, reason why I did that was because I got to a point where I just started thinking to myself, there are certain systems that I want to keep if I'm looking down the road realistically that I want to keep in my collection, and I just did not see the point in keeping those systems anymore, because my Xbox, it goes back 6 months to almost a year that I played it. It probably about 6 months, and it was just, the games were just heavily collecting dust. And I don't see the point in having something that you're not going to play. You can come up with reasons why I need this in my collection, why I want to play this, but the systems that I have currently, I've played those within the last year, like a running field of playing them. Like, I may have stopped playing this. Like, I actively play my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, my 360, my PlayStation 4 and 2 and stuff like that. I actively play those systems. So I wanted to keep that circle going, or that cycle going. And so then when I looked at my Sega Genesis, it goes back to probably a year or so, and I really wasn't paying much attention to it and putting much time in it. Now my TurboGrafx 16, I just got frustrated with the games, not being able to find the games. Maybe one day down the road, I'll go back when this whole retro thing dies out for others and it becomes easily susceptible to where I can get those games. Like, it's nothing, people just start releasing them out in bulks. I mean, if I see them out in the wild, I'm not going to be opposed to the idea of going out and buying them. It's just that right now, I'm going out to what I want. And the games and systems I've been focusing on is my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, my PS2, my Nintendo 64. I've been focusing more on that aspect of things as far as the older ones, and I've been going crazy with my PS4, and I've got plenty of games on my 360 and my PS3. So yeah, it was tough. It was challenging. I will say that. I will not sit here and act like it wasn't. But do I have any regrets at the end of the day? No. I really don't. I honestly don't have any regrets letting go of those systems. I think if I'm even torn a little bit, it would be with my TurboGrafx 16, but realistically, I wasn't playing it. I mean, I only played it for that time when I got Bonk's Adventure, but before that, it had been almost a year that I played it, and so I didn't want to continue to have something. And I think everybody has reasons, and that was the whole point of this video. I think everybody has reasons for having something in their collection. Your reasons why, that's all up to you. But other than that, I'm Light Spiller. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Whether it's good, bad, you're frustrated, you're mad at me, or you don't care at all, and it's just like you did whatever you felt was right. Leave those comments down below. Other than that, I'm Light Spiller, and I'm out.